Dear Professor Jones, I was very impressed by your lecture last month at the Intellectual Capital Measurement Symposium in Taipei. Having carefully read the article, Intellectual Capital Measurement, Introducing and Comparing Various IC Measurements, which you published in the conference proceedings, I was motivated to write to you for further details on particular points. I am pursuing a master's degree in the Institute of Business Management at Yunpei University of Science and Technology. My master's thesis is on measuring the intellectual capital of certain enterprises. As Taiwan's industrial infrastructure is being transformed into a high-tech infrastructure, an increasing fraction of companies' capital is intellectual and is intangible. This fact explains the urgency to measure the intellectual capital value of high-tech firms. This area of research is in its infancy in Taiwan, and hopefully my work will contribute to this evolving field. I was wondering whether you could send me literature or materials in the following areas. First, a brief introduction to intellectual capital. Second, a summary of previous efforts to measure intellectual capital. Third, a brief introduction of the intellectual capital valuation system in the United States. Fourth, a brief introduction to the financing mechanism adopted in the United States. Fifth, a brief introduction to financing mechanisms in other countries. And sixth, a brief summary of future trends in intellectual capital. My graduate school research focuses on intellectual capital of online gaming companies in an attempt to identify its essential components. I am especially interested in adopting the perspective of a loaning bank institution to assess the intellectual capital assets of an online gaming company, and then to compare the intellectual capital of a bank with that of such a company. I hope that you will be able to provide the above information. Also, if you find my area of research compatible with that of yours, perhaps we could collaborate in some way in the near future. I would be more than happy to provide you with pertinent data regarding Taiwanese companies. Thank you in advance for your kind assistance. I look forward to our future cooperative efforts. Sincerely yours, Mary Wang.